Alright, day 3. Last day of a full camp here. It's wet outside. Too wet to go out on the trails. It was muddy yesterday. I can imagine what it's like now. Would probably break my neck. But just as well, my legs are sore. So, besides, because it's so wet, there won't be any fires today. And the sterno takes too long, so I just bought the bullet and went into town and got me some Taco Bell. You know. And later on tonight, this evening, I might go back again. I have plenty of snacks and things for lunch. But for right now, unless I just want to walk around the little paved area, there's not much exercise. It is kind of interesting. We are so covered in trees here that I can actually walk down the road like I did a while back, go to the bathroom, and barely got wet. Literally, the trees are taking all the rain. Just thought I'd have a little show and tell about what I take and when I'm going hiking. This isn't a bug out bag to survive more than a day or so by a long shot. But I mean, if you're only going out on a state park trail and you're not going out on in the back country in the real hills, this is really probably more than what you really would need, but just in case. So, taking my Mora knife. I've already said this is the best knife I've ever owned. It's attached to a lanyard with the whistle. Originally there was a little light in here. It does not work that way anymore, but whatever. Have a standard small first aid kit. It says there's 52 pieces. When you open this up, there's actually a lot of little tiny bandages that I can't imagine would work on any kind of wound that a man would get. But the case itself is actually worth having. Most likely when I get home, I'll repurpose this, put some different bandages in it. I've got my little cheap poncho. Just a little PVC cheap poncho. It's not a big deal. What's nice about this is that not only can I use this for rain if I need it, but if I had to, I could use this to make some temporary shelter with this really cheap twine. It's a very lightweight, cheap twine. I could probably chew pieces off with my teeth if I had to, but it'll be strong enough to make you some temporary shelter. Got some waterproof matches and a ferro rod. Self-explanatory. You gotta be able to make some fire, but hopefully, if I got lost on a trail, I wouldn't need to make fire. But it's never a bad idea to have some fire making ability, just in case. Even if I just wanted to make a small signal fire or fry up a squirrel, you never know. Now, I have lost my flashlight out there somewhere, and I have a large lantern, but I didn't bring a backup small flashlight, personal use. So live and learn. But I do have these glow sticks, very lightweight, and you can use these for a lot of different things. You can use them to see, use them to signal. Not bad. Just standard lumber crayon. You could use this to mark trails. I guess you could literally use any kind of crayon or piece of chalk, but this is what I happened to pick up. It was free somewhere. Your emergency blanket. Not only will this help keep you warm if you get stuck at night, but it's reflective. You can use that to signal with. I have a couple of plastic bags. Generally speaking, I can stick my bar in there if I really was lost and I found myself having to portion this off in small pieces. I wouldn't want to go bad or have it attract animals, so I could put it in this bag. Could also potentially use these little bags to collect more water if I needed to, because if I really got lost, this wouldn't last a whole lot. And the fact of the matter is, since I'm just doing a little day hike, you know, I'm not trying to carry 30 pounds with me. You got some Altoids just cause. Not only does your breath smell better, but if you were hungry, having one of these could possibly stave off that hunger a bit. I'm sure we could also find a use for this little tin. And I have a little bit of marking tape here and some safety scissors. And all of that will go in this very cheap canvas messenger bag. And like I said, not a bug out bag to be by any stretch of the imagination, but just for a day hike, just in case, you know, large purse basically, not a bad idea to have.